Welcome trainers to another Pokemon Go video. Today we have a very exciting one. I've been teasing this on the Self Road. We're going to trio Latios with only fairy Pokemon. It's cloudy boosted right now. I'm with Acorn Killer, friends of the show, Kevin, Jeremiah, myself on the left, Kevin in the middle, Jeremiah on the right. So we're going to be using just Grand Bull and Gardevoir. The main reason why is Grand Bull has a super effective fast move, Snarl, and then as well, obviously a fairy boosted, cloudy boosted charge move. And then Gardevoir has a very high attack stat. Even though Charge Beam is neutral damage, it has a very high attack stat, and then as well, like it has Dazzling Gleam, which is a great move. So what you'll see here is that we're going up against a double dragon Latios, which is probably the easiest one for us to go up against because Fairy is immune or equivalent to double resistant against Latios. So you'll see that compared to when you experience Dragon Claw using Rayquaza or Dragonite, you'll see that it barely does any damage. It allows us to tank it and then be able to dish out a sufficient amount of damage. It's important that when you think about the charge move, that it's not about necessarily how much the charge move damage does. That certainly plays in consideration. It's whether or not you can survive the charge move and then dish out the energy out. If, for example, so the problem with trying to duo Dragon Claw Latios is that in Windy is that Rayquaza can only survive 2 full Dragon Claws. It can't survive another Zen Headbutt, why it makes it so challenging. But again, I'll talk about that duo later, or that potential duo later. So you'll see here, we're going through Grand Bull, really great option again because it's super effective, and as well has Play Rough. Again, a really great charge move. Dazzling Gleam and Play Rough are both amazing charge move, both 2-bar, both dish out quite a bit of damage and not too long of a duration of a move. And you'll see here, it's actually like kind of close in this battle. And the main reason why is because we're not using super optimal teams. And you'll see on the right, Jeremiah has like level 30 Grand Bulls that he's using right now that have like between 8 and 11 attack, because I just told him that I needed him to evolve those Snubbles if they're level 30, because I think the final breakpoint for Snarl is like level 30 at 7 attack. So as long as we did that, we would get majority of the damage. And Poker Battler said that, I think it was like 868 time to win for Grand Bull against Double Dragon. So you'll see here, I lobby first. This is actually a huge mistake I make. You'll see here, I did not realize that someone had kicked my Snorlax out of a gym, and I accidentally max revived a Snorlax, and as well, I didn't have enough max revives, so this is a terrible job by me, and you'll see that I pay for it at the end. So you'll see on the left, it was, rewatch it, review it, it was awful. That's what I get for not, stocking up on more max revives. You see that Grand Bull actually does a slightly better time to win than Gardevoir when it comes to Double Dragon. And I think the survivability is about the same between the two. But they both fairy typing and probably similar tankiness. And you'll see here, they've already lobbied back in, or at least Jeremiah has, because he had like slightly weaker Pokemon. And you'll see Kevin here. Actually, I told Kevin all you need to do is max revive 3. I think he ended up max reviving 4. But, it's always good to play it safe. So he goes back in. Very good and efficient lobby. Great job, Kevin. And he didn't use a max potion like he did in the scissor one. But, again, we all lobbied. We turned it at 81 seconds to red, which means 75 seconds is like the 3/4 mark. And you'll see here, I'm down to my last Gardevoir. I'm actually kind of desperate at this point, trying to make sure that I survive and I don't embarrass myself by fainting. So you see here, I try to dodge unsuccessfully to try to survive a little bit further. And you'll see there, I get like all the way right down to the end, and then I faint. But you'll see it's a very close battle. It would have been not that close. I'm guessing if we had like optimal teams, it would have been like 20 to 25 seconds left, but we don't have optimal teams. But I knew at this point we're going to win because like the health is just like getting obliterated. And you'll see here, embarrassingly, I faint right at the end as they go and defeat it without me, and I go into the windscreen. So you'll see that it's that was kind of a fun trio. Again, we're taking advantage of typing, we're taking advantage of weather boost, and we're taking advantage of super effective. I wish they had a fairy fast move, because then this raid would be even easier, assuming that the fairy fast move is somewhat decent. And you'll see here, we're actually standing outside. It's actually a little cold, and we're like, okay, let's start walking back after a few throws. So you'll see here, Jeremiah throws a pretty decent throw. Again, it's like pretty cold out. Again, for me, for Latios, it's like a little too close. So it always takes me a couple throws before I can get it right. I'm on the one on the left with the 2018 Latios. Normally, again, I wouldn't throw at these. I especially wouldn't throw a golden at it. But we're just doing it for the video. You see, Jeremiah has a pretty good throw at it. Oh, that double attack, unfortunately, for Kevin in the middle. And then, good throw, Jeremiah. And then again, we're walking back. It's kind of cold, which is why we're missing some throws here. Good throw. And you'll see here, I completely whiff on the throw because I'm walking and trying to throw when it's cold out. And I was like, okay, this is terrible. I'm going to go back to my car. So you'll see here, I don't throw on that particular one because we're all heading back to our car. So I should be back in my car now, trying to... Oh, no. Okay, there you go. Kind of rushed that one, but I still got the excellent throw. It takes me a few throws to get it, especially if I haven't thrown at Latios all day, to get the range, because it's kind of close. It's kind of a close one. Yeah, it's very close. It's oddly close. It makes it feel like the throw is very weird. That was a very nice throw by Kevin in the middle. The circle is very small back in there. You'll see here, I eventually get the motion down and, eventually get the throw down. That's what usually ends up happening. It takes me a couple throws there before I eventually get it. But again, most of these actually, I wouldn't even worry about a 2018 one. I might throw a couple throws at it, but I would be more focused on trying to get to the next raid. So I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this video. Let me know what you guys think. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this fairy trio. It was a lot of fun doing it. Thank you, and have a good one. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video.